Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Dan. I'm an Amazon seller, and as of March of 2023, celebrating 2 anniversaries. I've been selling on Amazon for now 6 years, and it has been 1 year since I started making YouTube videos about my Amazon journey. So for those of you that have been sticking around with my videos, thank you, greatly appreciate it. And I'm glad that I've been able to bring you guys some knowledge, some insight into the Amazon business. And based on the comments that I've received, I've been doing that. So thanks for the comments. They're greatly appreciated. And in this video, I go sourcing to my local Ollies. We've got a pro tip at the end. We've got our sales report. And that pro tip, I just learned this one a couple weeks ago. So very useful to me. So without any further ado, here's my sourcing trip to Ollie's. Oh, and by the way, I tried to be funny. Well, we've got a chilly March morning here, but Northeast Pennsylvania, that's just springtime. So we're heading into our local Ollie's, going to see what we can find that's new. Let's head on in. We've got some employees in here that are super friendly. There's Ollie. What's up, Ollie? Wish us luck. And there we have Dave. How we doing, Dave?
Good.
Now,
Yourself?
Not bad. Now, Dave, don't let this friendly composure confuse you. I have seen Dave go out in the parking lot and tackle 80-year-old women for throwing in toothpaste into their purse. So, I saw you do that, Dave. What do you have to say about yourself?
Damn. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Can't argue with that. We're in the housewares aisle, and there's a couple different new items here. Here's one. We've got single-serve coffee makers. Now, they're not a great item. The rank is horrible. It's over 1 million. Not that many sellers. This is just an example of an item that you could buy a couple of these. It's going to take you a long time to sell, but if you were going to hold on to these merchant fulfilled, you'd make a couple dollars, provided the market doesn't get flooded. I'm going to pass on it, but you know, this is, any of you that are looking into doing merchant fulfilled, this is not a horrible item. Yeah, it is. That rank's horrible. Never mind. So we have this 2-slice toaster selling for $9.99. We'll get it for $9. It has a 58,000 rank. That's a pretty good rank. It is also being offered by Amazon. But here's the thing. If you go to look at this for FBA, the fees are $16 for this item. That's a mistake. I would guess that they probably have the dimensions for this item are incorrect, the weight or the size. So definitely not correct with that. And I've tried to fix these in the past. It's a headache. But if I were to send this merchant fulfilled, I could make a couple dollars on this. So I'm gonna buy these. There's only 3 of them, but I'm gonna buy all 3 of them. Getting ready to head down the toy aisle, and they have this end cap. And it's all Melissa and Doug items. A lot of different Melissa and Doug stuff. Quality toys. Here's the thing. Melissa and Doug is traditionally restricted. And I've scanned all of these, and none of them are coming up restricted, which is a little strange. As I said, they've been restricted in the past. There are a couple in here that are small profit now, but the market is going to get flooded. So I'm going to buy some of these that have marginal profit and good rank, and just hold them till Christmas. That's one of them, so I'm going to buy some of those. And I think the treasure chest is pretty good. The car one is not, the rank's not very good. So we'll give them a shot. I'm not going to go too deep with this, just because of that restriction, and again, the market's going to be getting flooded with these. So we'll get a couple. So I found this Crayola spiral art. Now it doesn't scan, but I sold this 2 years ago and did really well. I guess this may have just been, maybe had fallen behind the the aisle and they found it and put it out on stock. But boy, this was such a great item. It doesn't scan, so they may have removed the listing, and if so, I'll sell it on eBay. But this was a good item. I made a lot of money with this. We're in the seasonal aisle. The seasonal aisle is getting filled up, but nothing I can make a profit on. All these items I've scanned before. Some of them are a pain to deal with too, especially the aerosols. They can be a pain to deal with. So we'll keep an eye out, but you know, we may not be getting anything this year for seasonal. Well, that happens. We'll keep on looking. We're in the vacuum cleaner aisle, and I check this aisle out from time to time. I have found some deals in here, and here is an iffy one. We've got a Hoover Paws and Claws cleaner. This is an additive that you put into your steam cleaner, and the rank is 182,000. Not great. Not that many sellers, and for we would get it for $7.20. You're making $5 on it if we send this in FBA. Merchant fulfilled would probably be a couple dollars more. I'm going to pass on this, but those of you just getting started, get your feet wet. This wouldn't be horrible. Well, just a comment about these. So I bought about 15 of these about a month ago. They don't expire until August, I think, sometime in the summer. I listed them merchant fulfilled. I got a letter from M&M Mars just asking me where I got them from and who I am, and I responded to it. I haven't heard anything back from them. I have removed my listing because Amazon is also on this listing. So they're selling for almost $50 when Amazon's off the listing. So hopefully Amazon is off the listing soon. I can sell the 15 I have and then come back and get more, because there's a couple Ollies that have decent quantity. This is one of my, I haven't seen this quantity at any other Ollies. This is pretty good, so I'll have to keep that in mind. So a little update on the Snickers. Let's see, I have sold 5 of them. I think I have like 10 left. They expire in June. Amazon is no longer on the listing, so I am able to sell these at $35, $36 right now. So I'm making maybe $7, $8, I think, on the profit. About 50% ROI, but it's getting close to that expiration. So my plan is to take them back. Again, I've got like 10 left. I'm going to take them back. It's past the 30 days, but it's still within the expiration. Ollie's will be glad to get them back because they sell really well for them, and it'll make profit for them. So I just scanned this. I didn't even really look at the rank. Rank's 150,000, so just that by itself, I'm going to leave it alone. But if I were to get it, I would get it. It's a 3-pack for $15. I'd make $5, but this is hazmat because it's an aerosol. I'd have to send this in special. I would not be able to use Amazon partnered shipping, so it would cost more to ship in. It's just not worth it, so I'm gonna pass on that. So I'm in the I guess you'd call it school supply store, arts and crafts, school supplies, and I just wanted to point this out. So I bought these about a year ago. I still have some in stock. There's 4 other people selling. The rank on this is 229. That is phenomenal. I am sharing the buy box with 2 people. You could pretty much say 3 people. I haven't sold one in probably 6 months. So I'm not, sometimes that rank is not accurate. So I'm gonna check out the seller amp and see how many it says I should be selling. Well, this information is definitely not right. According to seller amp, there's 4,600 being sold a month. There's only 4 sellers. on the low price. I haven't sold one in 5 or 6 months. So if anyone can explain this to me, how this can be so wrong, I would greatly appreciate it. That would be fantastic, because I do not know the answer. Could be different variations. I guess that's one thing. Maybe there's different variations, but I'm not seeing that. So I don't know. So just a note, you need to be careful with that rank sometimes. Sometimes the rank is not necessarily what it's saying. We're in the HBA aisle, and this Listerine was in my local Ollie's, I guess over the summer. I passed on it. I just thought maybe the market would get flooded, and now I'm taking a look at it again. So this is for a 4-pack. Rank is almost 13,000. Not that many sellers. 4-pack, $16 is what it'll cost me. No, wait a minute, that's not right. Yeah, 16. I will get it for $14.40. So that'll be $10. So about 75–80% ROI. Not bad. There's not that many here, but I'm going to take these. Absolutely. There's also a smaller size, so I'll scan that and see what we can do with that. Alright, well, I just got a good score here. This Crayola Papermate. I purchased a number of these, I guess over the summer. Sold a few, I don't know how many. I mean, the rank in this is 9,000. Amazon's on the listing. They're selling for $24, but again, they're not going to have it forever, and it doesn't expire. The next FBA offer is at $35. So I think my listing's in there. So I will make $13 will be my profit. If we go to Seller Amp, it's saying that over 800 a month are being sold. What else can we get from this information? It has a really good rank. The rank is 11,000. Let's take a look at my inventory. So here's my inventory. I have sold out. I don't have any in stock at all right now, and I have sold 6 of these. Again, that rank is $8,500. This is a really good item. So we're getting all that they have here, which is 5. There's about 12 of them here, and I have not seen these in any of the other Ollies. So this is a good score. This is $150, $175 profit right here. Awesome. Well, I hope you enjoyed that sourcing trip that I took. That was about 10 days ago. It's been a while since I've been out sourcing. Just a lot going on. We've got spring in Pennsylvania, so I am attempting to get a garden together this year. I'm not a big garden guy, but I've got some time. I've got some space. I'm going to try and do a garden this year. So I've been spending some time outside getting that ready. Now, this next clip that I have here, I decided to show you one of the hurdles that I've been dealing with this week as it pertains to Amazon. And I'm sure some of you are dealing with this same headache. So I hope you get something out of that.
So with the pro tip today, there's a couple things going on. First off, Amazon has been a little persnickety this last week. They've been a pain in the neck. And I want to show you one of the things that I'm dealing with as a seller that is not uncommon. I've had to do this. I've seen this happen 2 or 3 times since I've been selling. So here's the situation. So you can see that I've got a case log. I've got a manager your case log here. So I'm going to click on that. So when I go to this message that I've received, it is in reference to this ASIN right here. I have an item that was suppressed. It was this. I tried to get it unsuppressed. I tried to find out why it was suppressed, because I've sold them. I've sold a bunch of these. It's suppressed. So what I've been doing is just opening up a case, and then with that case, I've been having a lot of success in getting it figured out. You know, once I open the case, then they figure out the problem, and then within 24 hours, the item is back on my listing. Didn't happen this time. So here's the item, and then I get a message from partner support asking me the product title, brand, manufacturer, description, and category. That's all provided within the ASIN. Why are they asking me to do this? It is a waste of time. So I started doing that, right? So when I click on that listing, you can see here are the two items that are in reference to with that ASIN, and it's this Tresemme compressed micro mist. So I went to click on it to get the information that was requested, right? And notice it says suppressed. And when I click on it, it takes me to the page. There's the item. Hey, guess what? Guess who's the seller? Me. So I've got a message saying that it is suppressed and that I can't sell it. Ask me for information. But then I go to the listing page and I am, in fact, selling it. I don't know what's going on there, guys. I honestly don't. And I have seen this happen a couple times. I think that Amazon has laid off a number of employees over the last couple months, over the last year. And I'm seeing effects of those layoffs. That's what I'm going to attribute this to, is they just don't have enough people to do what they need to do. It's frustrating. So I hope that was helpful. And then there's another couple situations that I've been dealing with. And here are those situations.
So as I said in that clip there, there was also some other issues that I've been dealing with. And one of those issues has to do with this Metamucil. This was in Ollie's maybe 2 months ago. And great item, really good profit. The market got flooded, so I didn't even send any of mine in. And yesterday, I had a couple people notify me that Amazon has restricted Metamucil. And the sellers, there was like 60, 70 sellers in Metamucil for that product I just showed you. There's 0 now. They have restricted it for everyone. They are not allowing anyone to sell it. So that's a little bit of a pain, but for those of you that have the Metamucil, I'm not going to tell you what to do with it, but let me just share this with you. I have had that exact situation happen to me 2 other times with other HBA nutritional type items where Amazon restricts it, bumps everybody off of the listing, and 2 weeks later they open it back up. So I'm not stressing about this Metamucil right now. I'm holding on to it. It's got a great expiration. I think the expiration is in 2025. Let me check. It's in 24, so it's in February of 2024. So I've got a good 11 months to worry about it. So I'm going to give this a month or so and just see what happens with it. See what happens with the market on eBay. Again, I have a decent amount. I have about 50 or 60 of them. So I've got some money invested in this, which, again, I can take it back to Ollie's, no problem. But I might be missing out on some profit. So I'm just going to relax with that. Now, let me also take that into another aspect of a pro tip for you guys. And the pro tip has to do with the sticker that Ollie's puts on. Now I'm going to try and put it up to the camera and show you guys. That sticker right there. Okay. Now, I just found out that Ollie's about 7 or 8 months ago started doing something unique with their stickers. I don't know if it's all the Ollies, but it's in the Ollies around me. And let's see, in the right corner, there's a little QR code, but in the right corner, this says A3. I don't know if you guys can see that. It says A3. That is a code that they're now putting on that tells you when it hit their floor, when it hit that store. A stands, it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, and so forth. That's the month. And then the 3 represents 2023. So A3 is January of 2023. That's really helpful for me. So if I do decide to return these, I'm going to have to go through all my Ollie's receipts and find out, where it was. Well, I know that I should look around January of 23 of my Ollie's receipts. That's beneficial for me. I've already used that little trick a couple times on some of the returns that I've done. So that's your pro tip for today. Hope you found it helpful. And now here's your sales recap for the month. We have April 1st, and as you can see, it is, what time we got? It's 9:30 in the morning, and we've sold 4 things for the day, almost $100. There is my paycheck so far for the month, and I get paid on April 10th. And then there are my reviews. I wanted to do this video yesterday to encapsulate all of March, but got busy. So if we go into the last 30 days, there you can roughly get an idea of my sales for the month. My goal is 16,000 in sales for the month, and looking at the last 30 days, I didn't make it, but I did. If you look at just my sales in the month of March, I did make it. The last 30 days is cutting off March 1 and 2, which had some really good days in it. So I actually had 16,400 in sales, just made it. And in my last video, I talked about my sales, how I really didn't expect to have any problems making that 16,000. Well, it was a squeaker. You can tell that in the beginning of March. I had some really nice days, had some really good sales, but then sales really dropped off quite a bit in the middle of March, and then towards the end of March, they really picked up. So that is my sales for the month. What are we doing for the year so far? Year to date, my sales are almost 50,000, being pretty consistent with my sales each month, which is exactly what I'm shooting for. Around that 16,000 in sales is what I need to pay my bills, to live the lifestyle that I'm living. So what does that translate in profit? It's about 4,000. It's a little over 4,000 in profit a month, and that works for me. If we go down to manage orders, let's take a look at our orders. Oh, wow, that's neat. I just sold this today. Within the last few minutes, because I just went and checked my manage orders and this first item was not there. This is one of those Star Wars action figures, collectibles, a little Grogu. $24 is my price on that, and they cost me $4. So there is some pretty good profit in that, probably $17, $18 in profit. Nice. And then we have a Listerine. This Listerine is a 3-pack. Again, all this stuff I'm getting from Ollie's, unless I say otherwise. This Listerine, the price was $12, so with my 10% off Ollie's coupon, I get it for $10.80. It was heavy, so the fees were a good bit. The fees were close to $15 on that Listerine, but my profit was $14. So over 100% ROI, and again, that's what I'm shooting for. This Baby Einstein. This Baby Einstein was a book that I got from Ollie's. When first scanned, it looked like a great item, but like many books in Ollie's, the market gets flooded, and that's exactly what happened with this Baby Einstein book. I think when I first purchased it, It was $25, $26 with the sale price, and you can see I wound up selling it for $15. Probably break even. I think it was only a $6 book, but the fees on books tend to be pretty high. So maybe a couple dollar profit. This Tampex, good profit there. I think these were $2.99, so I got them for $2.70, and the sales price $16. So that is probably an $8 profit there, over 200% ROI. This Eucerin, I think I'm saying that right, relief cream. Now this is a really good example of buy and hold. I purchased this Eucerin last June, so we're talking 9-10 months ago. It had decent sales rank. I think the rank was around 100,000 at the time, which is all right. I was able to purchase maybe 30 of them, and I haven't really sold any in the first 7 months. Starting in February, I started selling those for $19. The price now, I just raised my price up to $23, and it's doing well. I think the profit on that item is about $4.50 for each of those. At that price, my profit now will be $6 on each one, so not bad. The Transformers, all these Transformers, well, actually, this is the Spark. Oh, yeah, so that's the Spark. That most of the Transformers that I have either cost me $9 or $11.70. This one, however, was, I think, $5.99. So there's some pretty good profit in that one. That's probably $12, $13 profit. Again, 200% ROI. This Jake Toe. This is a knapsack sprayer. This is the only item that I've been able to purchase this year in the seasonal aisle. I was able to pick up about 7 or 8 of these, and I obviously just sold one of those for $75. Now their cost is $35 with my 10% off. I get it for $31.50. It's heavy, it's big, so my profit was $15 on that. Not great, roughly about 15 or 50% ROI on that. I'll take it. With these seasonal items, you don't know. You don't know how flooded the market's going to get, and right now the market is pretty flooded. Another Eucerin. This Suave, another good example of buy and hold. This Suave was a mousse. If you can see the little picture there, it's a 3-pack. You know what, I'm not remembering offhand. It was probably $2.99 most likely. So $9, $8.10 was my cost, selling it for $30. There's some pretty good profit there. However, this is an aerosol-like item. I needed to send this item in not using Amazon preferred shipping. So I had to create my own shipping for this through UPS, and that's costly. So probably $2 just in the shipping cost for each one of those. So profit's not as great as it would be if it was totally FBA. So maybe $10 profit, $8 profit on that. So not bad. This Irish Spring is fantastic. I wish I had more of these, and I did buy every one of these that I saw. This over the summer there was a big buyout of Irish Spring. This particular one just had a really good rank. There wasn't a lot of them, so I bought all of them that I saw. As you can see, it's a 2-pack. They were $3.99 each, so my price on that was $7.20. Close to probably $12, $13 profit on that. And good stuff. Let's see. Let's go and check out what we're going to need to box up today. So here are the 3 items that I need to sell today. All right. These are 2 things that just sold in the last few minutes. This Friskies. This purchase was from Ocean State Job Lot. It cost me $10. I am not making any money on this. It was a great item when I purchased it. Market got flooded. Expiration is June. I'm just getting rid of them right now. This Magic Minerals was another item that I purchased from Ocean State. I think it was $6. I'm making a couple dollars. Ooh, and this Oshis. This here's a good example of an item that has a really, really bad rank. I think its rank is maybe 700,000, and there was only a couple sellers. So I have had this item probably for over a year. It's merchant fulfilled, and it cost me $3. So that, you know, the profit on that is over $10. They're probably 400% ROI. And then I'll end with talking about these Harry and David chocolate raspberry truffles. The price on that, you know what, I'm not remembering offhand, $6 or $7. Merchant fulfilled. So there's probably $10 profit in that. And I've sold a bunch of those, probably about 30 of them. So $300 total profit just selling these Harry and David chocolates. And the expiration's really good. Expiration, I think, is in October. So sales are good. They're consistent. You know, when you consider the amount of time I've been putting into Amazon these last couple weeks, I'll take it. Well, that concludes this video for today. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found it entertaining. Thanks, Dave, for that little cameo. That was fun to make. I was trying to work with that song, Don't Do the Time If You Can't Do the Crime. That is a Sammy Davis Jr. song, and he did that for the cover for the TV series in the 70s called Beretta. I forget the main actor in there. That's okay. But that was fun. I enjoyed doing that. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Let's see, what else? So, just an FYI. I told you guys that this is just a part-time thing for me. And in the last 2 weeks, you know, Audrey came over. We did a shipment. We got a big shipment out earlier this week. So that was 6 hours that I put in. But I think in the last 2 weeks, 15, 20 hours in the last 2 weeks. That's all I've put into Amazon. You know, I'm doing other things, working outside, playing with the dogs, just kind of enjoying life. I've also started trading, working on the stock market from home, doing some virtual trading. And that's fun. I enjoyed that. Hopefully that'll turn into a little side income. We'll see. And so that's what's been going on. Bella's doing great. Ready for some warm weather. I will tell you, I think in my last video I talked about, you know, on an RV hunt. I continue to look at those RVs. And yeah, so that's what's going on. So any comments, any questions, please post in the comment section. Love reading them, love hearing from them, greatly appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And until next week, thanks. Have a great day.